Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today it's a little bit different. It's the AFC Wimbledon Fan Awards video where I have picked 10 categories, put a post on my Twitter, a link of a form, and then quite a few Wimbledon fans have answered the questions, and I've counted up all the awards, and today we're going to go through them. Before I get into this video, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's see who won the 10 awards. Just before we get into the awards, I wanted to read out what awards were actually available, and actually just want to say thank you to everyone who contributed. I wanted to kind of do more stuff like this where I get more fans contributed, especially next season. I want to get more fan interviews, stuff like that before games, as I'll have a lot more time on Saturdays before each and every game that Wimbledon play on a Saturday. Even Tuesday night games, I have a lot more time, so the matchday vlogs will be a lot better as well. The awards that we have, so first of all, it's Player of the Season, then Young Player of the Season, Most Improved Player, which is an interesting one, very, very close between that one, Goal of the Season, Signing of the Season, Underrated Player of the Season, which is also a really close one. We'll get into that more in a minute. Moment of the Season, I think that's an obvious one, but we'll see what the awards were. Best Home Game of the Season, we had top 3, and Best Away Game of the Season, top 3 as well. Let's start with probably one of the most important player of the season. Let's start with third place. So third place with 11 votes was Alex Bass. To be honest, when he first signed, when we heard feedback from Sunderland fans, it didn't really look that positive. I think he was known as like Butterfingers or something. But honestly, Alex Bass has been crucial. To be honest, the defence has been absolutely brilliant this season. It's just a little bit annoying after January. The attack has gone a little bit down after that. But I've been really impressed. I think Alex Bass he's kept the second most amount of clean sheets this season. Ben Hinchcliffe had just got one more, the Stockport County keeper. So they could even be equal on Saturday. I really hope so. Then it'll be interesting to see who the Golden Glove goes for. Hopefully it's Alex Bass. He's been brilliant. If we can sign Alex Bass, I'd absolutely love that, because he's been really good for us. But he's not going to start. He's not going to start for Sunderland in the Championship, but he might have interest in League One. He's played there before, so you never know. I think he's good enough to play there, but if he likes it here, and I think he does, the fans are never against him. To be honest, he's only made 1 or 2 mistakes all season, which is not bad at all for a goalkeeper. And yeah, well done to Alex Bass. Comes in third place. In second place, this was only 2 points behind the player in first place. But we'll start in second place. Omar Bugle. Wow, what a signing he's been. Kind of Mr. Wimbledon. I'd kind of count Jack Curry as Mr. Wimbledon, but Omar Bugle, he puts 110% every single game he plays for this club. He battles for 90 minutes, tackles for 90 minutes. Even though he's a striker, sometimes drops down into midfield just to do all of the dirty work and try to push us up the pitch as much as possible as we can. And obviously signing a new contract, it just makes it even more better. We need to have a really good striker next to him as well. Obviously, Josh Kelly started scoring against Tranmere, got 2, which I'm absolutely buzzing for him. And next season, Josh Kelly, Omar Bugle, hopefully sign a couple new strikers. And then let's hope the attack will get a lot better than it was this season. Omar Bugle in second, what a player he is. And let's hope next season is similar or even better than this for Omar. And then in first place, a fan favourite, all the way from the academy. He's always a fan favourite. I even got a signed shirt from Jack Curry. Oh, there we go. I just said it. Jack Curry, player of the season, and well deserved. He's a role model for a lot of Wimbledon fans, especially the younger fans coming through. He's a fan favourite. Puts 110% possession, 110% every single game. He tries his hardest for the club. He's up and down the pitch all the time. And that's just what we want to see. Rumours are maybe he might be leaving in the summer. Hasn't really been a club, but to be honest, we can maybe see him leaving in the summer. He's got to have interest in maybe League One, even the Championship. Bristol City wanted to sign him a couple of years back in the January transfer window, so he's got to have interest. Still under contract, so We're going to still get money for him, which is really good to see. And the academy has been really successful it's been successful forever since AFC Wimbledon started, but especially in the last 5-10ish years, we've been really successful bringing in really good players, signing them on in the first team. Then they do well. But to be fair, a lot of Wimbledon fans will be heartbroken if he does leave in the summer. I really hope he doesn't, because he's a fan favourite around here. But you never know what can happen in football. But Jack Curry, player of the season, well deserved. Just some special mentions before we move on to the young player of the season. Special mention to Ali Al-Hamadi. Obviously, what a season he had up until January, leaving to Ipswich Town. If he stayed for the whole season, I feel like we easily could have got playoffs, and he definitely probably would have been the player of the year, as he did get it last year for only of the period between January and April. So yeah, signed in January and got player of the season in a couple months, which is incredible. Special mention to Joe Lewis, come in, done really well. So glad we got him on a permanent. Jake Reeves has been really important, especially with his partnership in midfield with Armani Little. Absolutely brilliant. And let's hope next season, even though they've kind of fallen off the last 5-10ish games of the season, hopefully they can pick up form at the start of next season and go again. Now let's move on to the Young Player of the Season award. Now moving on to the Young Player of the Season award. To be fair, 3/4 of the votes were only in one player, and I think we'll cut straight to it. With 40 votes, Jack Curry wins his second award already. There's been 2 awards announced already, and he's won 2 of them. Jack Curry, 40 votes, Young Player of the Season. Absolutely incredible he's been this season. As I just said when I announced the Player of the Season award, he's just up and down all the time. Energy levels are high. He's enthusiastic. He's a role model for young Wimbledon fans as well. And let's just praying that he doesn't leave in the summer. Honourable mention to a couple players which got us votes. Ogundare, I thought he's been brilliant, even though he doesn't really get an opportunity a lot as we kind of switch formation, playing Barmer at right back. Gordon got a couple votes. McLean, just want to say McLean, really, really do wish him a speedy recovery. Got his first start in the league against Tranmere and then got really badly injured in the first couple of minutes of the game. Speedy recovery for him. He's going to be a great player for us one day. I see a lot of potential in him. Morgan Williams, kind of the same thing, got injured, didn't really see much of him, but I think he would have played a much bigger part in this Wimbledon squad this season if he didn't get injured. Obviously played at Chelsea for his debut, and my God, he was incredible playing against Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, which are worth £100 million more than he is, and to be fair, Williams played better than them. Sasu had a couple votes as well. To be fair, done really well when he's come in, has got limited opportunities, but especially like Coventry away, did really well. Wrexham should have scored a couple goals against them. When he's come in, had the opportunities, done really well. And they've all done an incredible job, the young players. It's hopefully next season we can give them more of an opportunity. I'd really like to see Morgan Williams come into it. He was on loan at Woking for the start of the season and is highly rated as well. So that's good to see. And yeah, Jack Curry wins the Young Player of the Season award. Will he win any more awards? We will find out. The next one is Most Improved Player. And now let's move on to that award. Moving on to the Most Improved Player of the 2023-24 season. We'll start in third place. The votes are really, really close. In third place, it's Josh Newville. Start of the season, maybe a little bit shaky. I wish he got more goal contributions, goals and assists. Didn't really do it a lot, but then as soon as we played MK, switched that formation, switched him to wing back, and my God, he was absolutely brilliant. Third place goes to Josh Newville, has been brilliant. Hopefully next season he can start to kick on a lot more and improve much more, especially in pre-season. He has a full pre-season to improve. In second place, this vote had one less vote than the player in first place. In second place, it's Isaac Ogundare with quite a lot of votes, to be honest. Isaac Ogundare in second place. Again, he's done really well in every opportunity that he has. There's been a massive debate on who's better in the right-back role, Ogundare or Billa, but it seems like after that MK game, if you had to choose a right-back role of only Ogundare and Billa, not including Barmer, then it would probably definitely go to Ogundare. It's going to be interesting to see what we do next season. And then in first place, with the most amount of votes, only one more than Isaac Ogundare, is a man, the myth, the legend, Lee Brown. What a player he is. I mean, we had a bit of an injury crisis, a bit of defensive injury crisis in in the January, February, March period with Ryan Johnson and Joe Lewis getting injured, and that was so annoying just because we know how good they are together, and now they've come back is really good to see, but it kind of came a little bit too late. But Lee Brown slotted into centre back where he doesn't really play a lot. His preferred position is the left back role, but he's done brilliant. Even going over to left back, he got the assist for Ronan Curtis's last minute goal against the franchise. So I think that maybe persuaded a lot of the Wimbledon fans. But Lee Brown wins the most improved player of the season. The next award is the goal of the season. It's kind of a lot of the votes were the same, but we'll start with second place, a really honourable mention. In my opinion, obviously, we've got goal of the season and moment of the season. In my opinion, Armani Little's goal against Swindon is the best goal. If you think about technique, I think he wins it by miles. But we have to go with the fans here, the AFC Wimbledon fans, and they have picked Ronan Curtis's last-minute winner against Milton Keynes, the franchise at home at Plough Lane. I mean, the celebrations were amazing. The goal was class. The Lee Brown assist was class. The players falling over was absolutely brilliant. It was just the perfect fairy tale ending. And a lot of Wimbledon fans said, if we don't get promoted, I don't mind because we've beaten the franchise. But Ronan Curtis wins goal of the season. In my opinion, I think Armani should have won it. But Ronan Curtis is special goal for the club, special for the history. And who knows what happens with Ronan Curtis. He came on, he started against Tranmere, didn't really have the best game, but hopefully gets fitter over the summer. Maybe if he signs a contract extension, we don't know. But we will see. Moving on to the fifth award of the day, halfway through, signing of the season. It's pretty close, to be honest. In third place, we'll start with third place, is Ronan Curtis. Been really good, in my opinion. I think he could have done maybe a little bit better. Every time he's kind of started, except from the Barrow game, I don't think he's looked that good. Has kind of a few misplaced passes. I would have maybe liked to see him contribute more to goals, maybe score a couple more. But he's here for the clutch moments. We know what qualities he has. And if he stays on for another year, I think he'll be maybe one of the best players in League Two for next season, especially because League Two looks maybe not easier, but the clubs that are coming down and coming up, and then when you change them out for the likes of Wrexham, Mansfield, Stockport, maybe MK will go up. There's a lot of good teams going up to League One and not so good coming back down. So it's going to be interesting to see. And if Ronan Curtis does sign, he's going to be a massive player for us next season. I really hope he does, because we know what he can do. He's there for a clutch moment. Scored an amazing goal against Barrow. 2 last-minute winners, Mansfield and Milton Keynes. Been really good. In second place is Omar Bugle. Again, Omar Bugle has been absolutely brilliant this season. Battles for 90 minutes. And I think against MK, Jesus, it was like a war field out there. He was getting put down to the floor literally probably every couple of minutes. But he kept on going, pretty much played the whole game and did really well. He's been a massive contribution to us. Just in strength, to be honest. He puts his body around players. He gets us up the pitch quickly. I'd like to see his passing maybe get a little better, but he's contributed to loads of goals. I believe he's over 10 goals now for the season, which is his aim. And that is really good to see. Signed a new contract, 2-year deal. Let's hope he can kick on, maybe even get in the 20 mark goals next season. That will be really good to see. And in first place is Mr. Joe Lewis with 3/4 of the votes. Joe Lewis wins signing of the season. For the start of the season, he was on loan. A lot of fans were worried that he would get recalled by Stockport. Connor Lemon-Eye Evans did. But then we made the massive news and signed Joe Lewis on a permanent deal. And my God, it made the Wimbledon fans absolutely ecstatic. And what a signing it's been. Even though he's been injured for the last couple of months, we know what he can bring, especially with the contribution of Joe Lewis and Ryan Johnson together at centre-back. They're both amazing together. They've both played with each other at Stockport, so they know their strengths, weaknesses and everything, and they're just so well together. Hopefully they might be the centre-back partnership next season. Let's see what happens in the summer transfer window. But Joe Lewis wins signing of the season. Now, moving on to the most underrated player of the season award. Again, it was really, really close. A lot of players have been severely underrated this season. And let's see who won the award. In third place, Isaac Ogundare gets in third place of the underrated player of the season award. Lee Brown in second place with quarters of the votes. And then Josh Newville won underrated player of the season. To be honest, in my opinion, really, really well deserved. Again, Josh Newville, as I said in this video, has been incredible ever since we changed formation, played him in a wing-back role. He gets up and down, he's got pace. Maybe I'd like to see him be more clinical at the end of the pitch, get more shots away, have more accuracy in front of goal. I'd like to see that because he loves to beat the defender. Maybe just improvement on crossing, a little bit of shooting would be good to see. Because sometimes he's got those opportunities and hasn't taken them. I'd like to see him maybe improve that more in pre-season, improve his accuracy for passing, shooting, even though we know what he can do and we know what he brings to the squad. He takes on players, which a lot of the players in our squad don't really like to do, especially on the wing. So that's another attribute that Wimbledon have. Josh Newville wins underrated player of the season, well-deserved. We got four more awards left. Moment of the season, I think we all know it. Franchise at home, beating them. What a moment it was. I think most Wimbledon fans had to shed a tear when the full-time whistle went. It was just a brilliant day. Everything about that day was just amazing. And I think I'll leave about 2 minutes of clips from that day. Wow, what a day.
Yeah! You franchise bastards! You know what you are! You know what you are! You know what you are! You franchise bastards! You know what you are!
Now, moving on to the last 3 awards of the season. Best Player Celebration will start in second place. It was Alex Pearce versus Portsmouth. Absolutely one of the most funniest celebrations that I've seen. When he scored, I was so shocked that he even put a ball in the back of the net. But it was such a good day, Portsmouth away. I wasn't there, but his celebration was good. I really, really wish that we made it further in the trophy. I think we could have maybe easily gone all the way to Wembley if we had the right players, if we didn't have injuries, if we had Ali, maybe we easily could have got to Wembley. And that's a little bit of a shame. I think we could have gone further in that competition. But Alex Pearce gets second place in the best player celebration. Such a funny moment. I think it went viral on Twitter as well. So that's good to see. But I think we all know it as well. The best player celebration was Ronan Curtis, but literally about 3.5 quarters of the votes went to Curtis with the ball boy. What a moment for the ball boy, by the way. He said it was one of the best moments of his life, and there's a picture of him holding up a beer after the game, which was taken by his dad, I believe, which is amazing. And then we had Grimsby at home on that Tuesday night. I think he got a round of applause when he was taking his seat in that corner to the left of the south stand. It was such a wholesome moment, really good to see. But yeah, Curtis wins another award. Obviously, he's going to win awards when he's here for the clutch moments, when he scored that most important goal of the season against MK, picking up the ball boy. Just what a day. Obviously, I've put all the videos of Franchise at Home that I got from my matchday vlog. It's still getting really good views. If you haven't watched it, I really do suggest you to. It's a really good day, a really good vlog, amazing atmosphere. We made it intimidating, which is so good to see. And if they don't go up this season through the playoffs, Milton Keynes, then I'd love to see us do them over at Plough Lane again, make it intimidating again, score a last minute winner again. Who knows? Let's move on to the last 2 of the awards. Best home game of the season and then best away game of the season. We'll start with the home games. In third place was Coventry at home, really, really early on in the season. Had a pretty warm Tuesday night, first round of the Carabao Cup. We were 1-0 down, looked a bit shaky, did have a couple opportunities. Jake Reeves, Ali, Lee Brown even had a header which just went wide of the far post. And then Omar Bugle made it 1-0, which I believe 85th, 86th minute. We all thought it would go to penalties, but then youngster Ryan McLean comes on, and scores a worldie and makes it 2-1. Plough Lane goes wild. A really, really underrated home game. I'm going to say that was maybe one of the best atmospheres at home, not including Milton Keynes. If you don't include Milton Keynes, I'll say Coventry at home was definitely the best atmosphere. I'll leave a couple clips of Coventry at home atmospheres from my vlog right now. And now moving on to second place of best home game of the season. Pretty close, to be honest, between second and third. Mansfield at home takes it. Another last minute winner by Ronan Curtis. The game was really interesting. I don't really think we started that well. And then when Aidan Flint came off for Mansfield, big centre-back, really experienced. It's really tough to break that Mansfield defence down. They've got one of the best defence of the in League Two this season, and I really think that changed the game. It opened up them more in defence, and we took our opportunities, even though maybe it was a little bit of a scuff goal. But Ronan Curtis got his first goal after coming back from pretty much a year out of football, so that was amazing to see. Really good celebration, and I think Wimbledon fans thought we would maybe get the playoffs after that, but unfortunately it didn't happen. In first place, we all know it. I won't say much about it anymore, but again, best home game of the season award goes to Milton Keynes franchise at home. What a day, what an atmosphere. I'll leave a couple more clips of Mansfield at home first, and then we'll go on to a couple clips of Milton Keynes at home.
You know what you are, you franchise bastards, you know what you are.
Now let's move on to best away game award of the season. Now the last award of the video is best away game of the season. Some really, really good away days this season. The away following has improved so much over this season. It's really good to see that there's a lot more new fans, and that's what Wimbledon need. And it's been a really good atmosphere, especially Notts County, Chelsea, Crawley, Wrexham was really good. There's been so many away games this season which has had incredible atmospheres, incredible followings. Let's start with the best away game of the season. In third place goes to Crawley Town away. What an amazing away day. Packed out, I believe 1.3 thousand Wimbledon fans made the journey to Crawley, sold out the away end. It was absolutely packed. I couldn't even do a matchday vlog on it because I couldn't get my arms out to film the game. But it was incredible, an amazing win. We really clutched out the performance right at the end, defended really, really well after Joe Lewis got sent off, and it was incredible. In second place goes to Chelsea away after beating Coventry. I was on the train home and then watching the draw, and we saw Chelsea away. We were screaming really loud on the train after that happened. And what a day it was. Went 1-0 up by James Tilley, and we played really, really well. I think if you were a neutral and you didn't know it was a Premier League versus League Two game, you probably would have thought it was a Premier League versus Premier League game. We were absolutely brilliant, and we did deserve more. We deserved to take it to penalties. Unfortunately, a little bit of an Alex Bass mistake, but to be honest, we had other chances, could have tucked them away. Ali had a chance in the last couple of minutes, tore the defence apart when he came on for the last 10, which is amazing to see. Just narrowly lost, and yeah, it's okay. It was a good day. Really good away following, really good atmosphere, and Chelsea was silent, and we made a really good atmosphere in a Premier League ground at Stamford Bridge. But the final award of the day, in first place for best away game of the season, goes to Sutton United away. Wow, what a day it was. Sutton's always good. We have really, really bad luck at Sutton away, to be honest, but we won 3-0. Goals from, I think it was James Tilley, Ryan Johnson and Harry Pell came on. I think he came on and scored in about 20 seconds, which was absolutely brilliant. Sutton wins it, and I will miss the away day because I believe they will go down, even though Colchester are 3 points above Sutton, but Sutton have got a worse goal difference. So to be fair, I've seen worse things happen. Sutton could go beat MK, and Colchester could lose to Mansfield, I believe they have on the last day of the season. So who knows what could happen. To be fair, I'd rather have Sutton than Colchester for away days, but they are both incredible ones. But Sutton United wins the best away game of the season. And that's it of the AFC Wimbledon Fan Awards of the 2023-2024 season. It's been a really positive season. I really hope we can kick on, push on more for next season, get top 7, get those playoffs, or even, you never know, get automatics. It's a much easier league on paper. And I really hope we get recruitment right. But thank you to everyone who contributed to the awards, who pressed the link, answered all the questions, answered all the awards. I really appreciate all the support that everyone has given me throughout the whole season. And it's only going to become better, the videos next season. I'm going to try put more consistent videos out, try to do consistent series on the channel. That's the aim, just to be more consistent in my uploads and interact with viewers more, 100%. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, chuck us a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Come on, you dons.